8.4, number 6. Again, we have this outside exponent that is a 5. So if you like to do Pascal's triangle, go until Pascal's triangle has 6 rows, or 6 numbers in the row. And so we have 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. So those will help us get the coefficients, or maybe you like to do the calculator. So there are going to be 6 terms, so write fairly small when you do these. So I would start with a 5c0, and then it's 5x cubed raised to the biggest exponent, and the negative y starts at 0. So remember, these two will always add up to the 5, or the outside exponent, and these two numbers will always match. So then we move to the next one, which would be 5c1. 5x cubed will come down 1. Negative y will go up. 5c2. Then you have 5x cubed goes down 1. And the negative y goes up 1. And one of the things that you see is that you start running out of space when you write them like 5c0, 5c1, 5c2. So I'm going to shorten these up by going to Pascal's triangle right away, just to save some space. You can also write them in a vertical format. That'll save you some space as you write them. We all know what you're talking about then, but I'm going to do the 1, and so now I have 5x cubed to the 5th, negative y to the 0. The next one is a 5, and then I do 5x cubed to the 4th, negative y to the 1st, and the next one is a 10, and that's 5x cubed minus y squared. So I saved myself a little space, I guess, not a ton, but now keep going. The next one is a 10, and you have 5x cubed squared now, and the negative y gets cubed. The next one is a 5x cubed is all the way down to a 1, and the negative y is up to a 4, and the last one is a 1. The 5x cubed would be all the way to 0, and the negative y now has gone all the way up to a 5. So this would be the biggest expansion we'd ask you to do on a test. I mean, any more than this, it's just the same work over and over. But now we're going to start to simplify each piece. So this is a 1. Now you have to be careful because these numbers are going to get big. So 5 raised to the 5th power is 3125 x to the 15. Both the 5 and the x cubed have to be raised to the 5th power. Negative y to the 0 is 1. So then I have a 5. 5 raised to the 4th is going to be 625. X to the 12th with a negative y. And then you have a 10. I'm on this one now, so that's 5 cubed is 125. X cubed and cubed again would be x to the 9th. Negative y squared is positive y squared. Then you're going to have a 10. I'm on this one, so that's 25. Y to the 6th. A lot of mistakes are made when students simplify that expression. They forget to do both of them squared, or sometimes they mess up. Remember, stacked exponents get multiplied. And then this would be negative y cubed. Then you have a 5 on this one. That's just 5x cubed. Y to the 4th. That's going to be a positive. Anything negative raised to an even would be positive, and then I have 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1, and then this is negative y to the 5th. So that's quite a bit of work there. Be very careful. If you multiply all of this, you just have 3125x to the 15th. Then on the next one, you have to take 5 times the 625, which is 3125. But then, so I multiplied those two, but then there's a negative 1. So this is negative 3125. So kind of weird that the first two coefficients are the same, but one's positive, one's negative. X to the 12th. 10 times 125 is simply the 125, right, with the 0 at the end. X to the 9th, y squared. I forgot my y back here. Should have been y to the first power. We don't have to write y to the first power, so make sure you go back and grab that term. Sorry about that. And then I have, again, a 10 times a 25 times a negative 1, so that's negative 250. Oh, and this was supposed to be an x. I don't know, I wrote a y, I guess. So that's x to the 6th, y cubed. Then the last one, or second to last one, is 25 times 25, so that's 25x cubed, y to the 4th, and then just minus y to the 5th at the end.